Okay, so let's do some practice problems. What I'm going to do is I'm going to write them down, you write them down, you hit pause, you solve it, and then I'll work it out. All right, so the first one is going to be 7y minus 35 plus 6y equals 30. Hit pause and work it out. Okay, so 7y and 6y is 13y minus 35 equals 30. I'm going to add 35 to both sides, and that's going to give me 13y is 65. Divide both sides by 13, and y equals 5. How did you do? All right, let's try another one. Go ahead and hit pause and work that out. Okay, so I'm going to combine my letters first. Negative 7m and negative 9m. They're both negative, so you add them and keep the sign. That'd be negative 16m minus 9 is negative 249. Going to add 9 to both sides. And that's going to give me, negative 16m equals negative 240. Divide both sides by negative 16, and m equals 15. How'd you do? All right, let's try another. Hit pause and work that out. All right, so I've got negative 135 equals, distribute 9r, distribute minus 45. Add 45 to both sides, and this is going to give me negative 90 equals 9r. Divide both sides by 9, and negative 10 equals r. How'd you do? All right, let's try another. All right, go ahead and hit pause and work that out. Okay, so negative 8 equals, I got to distribute that negative. Basically, this is saying take the opposite of everything inside. So when I distribute that, it gives me a negative 7x, and then a negative negative 1 gives me a plus 1 plus 5. So now I'm going to add these two together. Negative 8 equals negative 7x plus 6. I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides. That's going to give me negative 14 equals negative 7x. Divide by negative 7 because I want to get rid of it. A negative 14 divided by a negative 7 is a positive 2 equals x. How'd you do? All right, let's try another. All right, go ahead and hit pause and work this one out. All right, so this is going to give me 8n minus 24 equals negative 30. Add 24 to both sides. 8n equals negative 6. I'm going to divide by 8. Now, 6 and 8 won't go into each other evenly, but I can reduce this. One negative means my answer is going to be negative, and I can reduce this by 2, giving me 3 over 4. All right, let's try another one. Okay, go ahead and hit pause. So this is going to be 12y plus 15y minus 5 equals negative 59. Add these two together. 12y plus 15y is 27y. Minus 5 is negative 59. Going to add 5 to both sides. 27y is negative 54. And divide by 27, and y equals negative 2. So let's kick it up a notch and let's look at what happens when you have a fraction. The easiest way to get rid of this is to multiply both sides times the denominator. So I would do this side times 3 and this side times 3. And let me show you why. Because then this becomes a fraction and then these would cancel out. 3 goes into 3 once and once, so you're left with 2x equals, what's 4 times 3? 12. Divide by 2, x equals 6. Okay, but what if I had a multiplication? That was a multiplication problem. What if I had this? Okay, you work it just like you normally would. I'm going to add 1/4 to both sides. And in order to add fractions, you have to have a common denominator. So this would become 2 and 1. So x would be 3/4. So that's how you would solve that one. All right, let's try another one of those. Now this is a multiplication one, so what are you going to multiply both sides times? I would multiply both sides times 6. Why not 3? Because I want a number that both 2 and 3 will go into. So this times 6 and this times 6. Now if I make it a fraction, then this will reduce to give me 4x equals, and this will reduce to give me 3. Divide both sides by 4, and x equals 3/4. Okay, let's try another one. Hit pause and work that one out. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to add like terms in here. So this would be 9 minus negative 3x and negative 7x is a minus 10x. Remember that minus x and negative x are the same thing. Plus 6 times 4x plus 7 equals 14. All right, let's distribute. 4 times 9 is 36. 4 times 10x is 40x. 6 times 4 is 24x, plus 6 times 7 is 42. Right, so now I'm going to combine like terms. A negative 40x and a positive 24x is going to give me negative 20, no, that's not right, negative 16x. 36 plus 42 is going to give me 78. So now I'm going to subtract 78. And that's going to give me negative 16x is negative 64. Divide by negative 16, and x equals 4. How'd you do on that one? All right, let's try another one. Let's try one with variables on both sides. Go ahead and hit pause and work that out. Okay, so I'm going to distribute the 9. 9 times 4x is 36x, plus 9 times 1 is 9. Now remember, you're going to take your x's and move them. Do I want to subtract 7x or subtract 36x? I want to subtract 7x because I want to delete the negatives if possible. This comes down as a negative 20. You have to bring the whole thing down. Equals, what's 36x minus 7x? 29x plus 9. Subtract 9 from both sides. Negative 29 equals 29x. Divide by negative 29 and negative, no, I'm dividing by a positive 29, I'm sorry. Negative 1 equals x. All right, let's try one more of those. Go ahead and hit pause and work it out. Okay, so 5 times x is 5x. 5 times 9 is 45. 2x plus 15. Subtract 2x. 3x minus 45 equals 15. Add 45. 3x equals 60. Divide by 3. And x equals 20. Excellent. Good luck. I'll see you in class.